Hi everyone, today I wanted to do a quick review of Daphne Du Maurier's Rebecca. Rebecca is a kind of like a gothic novel, suspenseful book, and it's one that I wanted to read for a while, so I finally read it. Interesting tidbit, two of Daphne Du Maurier's books, Rebecca and the Birds, were made into movies by Alfred Hitchcock, and I had seen them when I was little, so that's why I kind of wanted to read this. And for the longest time I actually didn't know that The Birds was written by the same author as Rebecca. So anyway, Rebecca is a story about a girl. We actually never know her name in the book because they never say it. And she's a companion to an old lady in Monte Carlo, and she meets this older guy, and she falls in love with him. And she goes to, they get married, and she goes to his house called Mandalay. And once she gets to Mandalay, she starts finding weird stuff about the house. There's this ominous, dark, foreboding stuff going on regarding his first wife, Rebecca. She finds out that Rebecca died in kind of like a freak boating accident. So she just kind of finding out about that. There's something not quite right. So that kind of just goes throughout the whole book, and then just what the book goes on, like what she finds out and all that. So it was pretty well written. It was suspenseful. I like the way Daphne Du Maurier writes. It's very much a story. There's a couple parts where she can get very lyrical and just use lots of words and stuff. But once she gets into the conversations and story, and it's pretty fast-paced and very interesting. So I will be talking a little bit of spoilers, so if you don't want to listen, you can stop for a little bit. But one of the things I did not like was the main character. She would keep saying things like, oh, I'm so young. Like, her whole identity was with this person that she married, Maxim de Winter. So her whole identity was, oh, I'm going to get married to him, and we're going to go to his house, Mandalay, and it's going to be wonderful and perfect, and da-da-da-da-da. And, like, people would come over, and she'd be like, oh, I can't wait for them to leave, so it could just be the both of us. And she's very young. There's, like, a 15 to 20 year difference between them. So she'll kind of, like, use that kind of as an excuse, but it's, like, it just got annoying where she kept doing that. And just being like, she'll make a decision and be like, oh, I was stupid. Or, oh, I'm going to be stupid now and make this decision. I don't know what came over me. So that, just all that kind of got a little bit annoying for me. Towards the end of the book, she got better and was more assertive and was more, for lack of a better phrase, just a little more mature in her thinking. She keeps trying to find out what happened to Rebecca, and she finds out, another thing I didn't like was that she finds out that her husband actually killed Rebecca. Rebecca kind of wanted him to kill her, but he killed her, and then her only thing's like, oh, let's cover it up. So that I didn't quite like either. But besides those things, the story was very good, very gripping. The writing just kind of pulls you in. She can get a little bit lyrical, like I said, but it wasn't too bad. So I would definitely give this book 3 or 4 stars out of 5. If you want to read like a suspenseful gothic novel, this is definitely a classic. So, Rebecca by Daphne Du Maurier. It would probably be a good one to read during October for kind of suspenseful, spooky story. So, there's that. Hope you enjoyed this quick review. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.